Hello everybody and welcome back to Thief the Dark Project. I'm Josh, but you know me as Sneaksy Gamer. I have changed a few of the settings on my recording, so hopefully it won't impact the video quality too much, but let's get started. We're picking up right where I left off after finishing the first mission. We've got the stats here. I got all the loot. I picked all 4 pockets. None of the other stuff is really too relevant, but there's my stats for the first mission, and now we're heading on to the next one. Okay, so break from Cragscleft prison. Your map doesn't show the way through the mines, so you're going to have to scout around to make your way to where they hold the prisoners. Cuddy still owes you for the Bafford job. Break him out and you'll get your cash. You've had your eye on Basil the Boxman's sister for a while now. If you break him out of Cragscleft, she'll probably be very grateful. Isit the beggar borrowed your lucky hand of glory, and knowing him, probably hid it from the Hammer's body search in ways you'd rather not think about. Get it back. There's bound to be some pricey religious icons in any Hammer complex. Try to come out with at least 1,000 worth of their stuff. Escape from the prison with Cuddy and Basil the Boxman, and a true professional doesn't leave a mess. Don't kill anyone. So, here we go. Now here we've got a tip. It says a former prisoner of Cragscleft says he has info about the haunted mines, so I will be buying that. A few well-placed inquiries might reveal where the Hammers are keeping Cuddy, so I will buy that. I'm going to buy a couple of moss arrows here, as they are used to... they send out a cloud of moss upon impact, which settles into a soft and silent carpet, used for moving on noisy surfaces without making too much noise. And then I'm going to buy all of the water arrows. I will need several water arrows, and you will see why once I get into the mission. So now I shouldn't need anything else, so let's get started. And this mission is a bit longer than the last one, so this one may end up being broken into 3 parts. I'm not sure yet. So here we've got a diamond, it looks like. Gotta swim through here, and we find ourselves in the haunted mines. Okay, so here's the tip. The hot tip. According to Dickett, a heretic who was recently let out of Cragscleft, Cuddy's been held in cell block 4. Okay, so Cuddy is in cell block 4. And the other tip. Word on the street is that the Hammers are eager to take back the top level of the haunted mines because there's a specially placed holy water font there. And holy water is used against some enemies. You will see them in just a little while. So those insects buzzing around that body will harm me if I touch them, so I don't want to touch those. And on easier difficulties, I believe it's right here, there's a room with a holy water fountain in it, but expert doesn't give you so much, doesn't give you that luxury. A bit more loot here, some ores of some kind. And yes, that corpse made that noise. There are zombies in this game. A big spider down here who's going to take a few arrows if I can actually hit him. I prefer not to go down there until I've killed him. Okay, I got a couple of good hits, so it only took 2 arrows. So that's dead. Come down here and we have moss arrow. A couple of them. And as you can see, the buttons on this are broken, the top 2. So I have to find another way to get up to the top. And if I remember correctly, there isn't anything over here, but I want to double check, just in case. And it seems to me that some of the locations of the loot change with the difficulties. So he's gonna make some noise again. Okay, so there's nothing over there in that room. So we're gonna come up here. We find a couple, 2 more dead bodies, and there's a zombie. And you cannot kill the zombies with normal weapons. You have to use either flash bombs will cause damage to them, and holy water will cause damage to them. You can attack them and they will fall over, but they get back up again. So it's best to either avoid them or kill them with flash bombs or holy water if possible. And I'm going to reload that because I don't want to have that, I don't want to have taken that damage. There we go. Lucky I caught the edge of that. Okay, there's nothing else over that way, so... And... here we are coming up to the top floor. We've got a zombie over there. I might have to take damage from him to get past. And another one here. But here's that holy water fountain that was mentioned. And now my water arrows are holy water. And a couple of those and they explode. Now you see why I bought all the water arrows. And there are a few more of those zombies up here. At least 2 more. But I want to collect this loot. I've got a bottle of holy water there that can be used at any time to turn your water arrows into holy water, but it only lasts for a little while. I am going to use the fountain again, and I'm going to hurry up and head out here. Go this way. And there's a zombie here. And there's one more down here, but I think I might run out. Oh. There we go. And that should be all of them up here. Yes, that's all of them. And it sounds like my in-game audio might be a little low again, so once again, I apologize for the volume meter showing up, but I want to make sure that the audio is where it should be. So now, as I've taken some damage, I think I'm going to use a healing potion. there's a spooky skeleton over here. And he throws his head at you. But anyway, now that we're past him, one second, had to check my timer. Don't want to go over too long of a video. Gonna climb up here. And we've got a couple more ores in here for some loot. And my keyboard is falling apart. My W key fell off. Okay, gonna quick save just in case I... Okay, there have been times where I've fallen and taken damage there, but that time it didn't cause any damage. Oh, come on. Looks like I gotta go this way. There are a few spots where you run into obstacles like that are just... You should be able to get past them, but the physics don't allow you to. Okay, this one isn't alive, but the insects will harm me, so I want to get past those. And now we come across our first hammerite.
I thought I spied something.
And this part, I'm going to try to get him right here, but I may end up having to load, because this part, he's got a bit of a strange patrol route. He goes to that corner, then comes up here, goes to that corner, and then across here, so... But I should be able to get him here. And these guys are... They're hammerites or hammers, or the note in the first mission referred to them as hammerheads, I believe. And if it wasn't in the first mission, some of the pagans do refer to them as hammerheads, so you'll hear a few different names for them. But they're a religious group who... They're one of the factions I mentioned in the first mission. Now there's a couple of them here. The one standing there by the stairway could prove to be difficult to knock out because he is facing me. This one, however, as long as I'm not too noisy, I can knock him out and just leave him laying there. Now, this one could prove to be a problem.
Intruder! Beware an intruder!
As I said, he can prove to be a problem. Apparently I'm completely invisible by doing that. Not exactly logical, but games aren't known for logic. Now, there's a couple of ways I can enter this place. I'm trying to figure out which would be my best option. I think this would be my best option. Would be to come up here. And... I'll quick save here.
What was that I heard?
I do not want to go in that door. I want to go in this one first. Here we've got a hammer coming down this way. He turned around. So I will quick save. And I will attempt to knock him out when he returns this direction. And I'm aware there's not much action in this game, but it's not really meant to be. Like, it's not really meant to have a lot of action. I'm aware if I was playing on an easier difficulty, I would be able to fight more and there would be more action, but that's not... it's not as fun for me then. So now...
Hello? Who art thou?
This is where the moss arrows will come into play first.
Clanky metal grating. Better tread softly.
And thankfully he didn't see that. Once again, the AI on the guards, hammers, everyone like that, they're not very smart. So now I'm going to use another moss arrow. I could go around and take a different way to get over to here, but I'd rather just use the moss arrow and go the quick way. Okay, and this also opened that gate over there. So I'm going to put out this torch. I'm going to quick save. And then the machines around here make it hard to hear. So I have to kind of peek out and watch carefully. And now he's going down a set of stairs there, and then he will come back up in just a second. And he heads over to that wall and then comes back over here. And of course, the one time he sees me in his peripheral vision. I could probably get him before he gets down there and turns around, but I don't want to take the chance. So I wait here, and I got him that time. And this chest is just a red herring, as if you open it, there's a hammer inside of it, and you can't do anything but throw the hammer or set it down. And then we're right here, where I went in the other direction. So now, we've got an area over here, more metal grating, but I will not be going that direction. I will be going up here. that torch. And I will just show you. Up here is where that other path down below would have taken me. This is just the other entrance into this area, where I was trying to decide between that one or the stairway that I went up. That was the other path. Now this part requires a good bit of patience, and he appears to be stuck. That's not good. I might have to make noise and draw him away from there, because he is stuck there and I can't get to him from over here now. So I will sneak through here.
I thought I spied something.
I should probably go back and just get this guy back here, because knowing my luck, he'd somehow get free of that and come up behind me while I was trying to get the others. So I'm going to see if I can... I don't think there's anything I can throw to make a distraction, but I believe a noisemaker arrow will most likely be too much of a distraction and draw the other guards as well. But let's do this. That didn't draw him out of there. He's stuck. Let's see if I can... if loading will fix it. Sometimes they... Nope, he's stuck. How nice. I might be able to drop down there and... I hate to use a moss arrow, but if I do that, I might be able to drop down there. Yep, that's what I was hoping I could do. Once in a while we get a bit of a bug here and there. It gets a bit buggy and we run into problems like that. So I've got to have a way to improvise. Just in case I end up having to kite a guard up here, I'm going to throw him up there. Once in a while I will have to kite guards and hide from them around this corner. Okay, I want to go this way, I think. No, I do want to go down here, because then I can get to the shadows without being seen. Some of the way some of the lighting works in here is rather unusual, like this. I'm in complete darkness, supposedly, but there's light like an inch in front of me. But now we wait for this guy to come over here. I'm going to stand here, quick save, and wait for him. And I'm probably going to be ending this episode pretty soon here. In a few more minutes. And he's pouring the molten metal into there, and they're creating those hammers. Go over there and grab the hammer already. I'm gonna quick save just in case I mess something up. I don't want to have to wait for all of that again.
When everyone else is
Okay, I'm gonna bring him up and put him with that other guard, or that other hammer. I just call most of them guards, just because it's easier. Drop him there. Now, for number 3. And remember that metal grated area I showed you a little bit ago? Aw, man. He saw me. Anyway, as I was saying, that metal grated area I showed you before. Okay, I'll wait for him to go there. And once again, gotta wait for him to make the hammer, and then he will grab the hammer and head over to those crates over there, and that will be my chance to knock him out. I'm not sure what that noise is, but it's one of the machines around here. They make some weird noises sometimes. I'm gonna quick save. I probably could have snuck over there and knocked him out, but I prefer to stick to the plans that I know work. Got him. Now, did I pick my noisemaker arrow up? I don't believe I did. I'm just gonna drop him here because I shouldn't have any problems. I don't think I picked up my noisemaker arrow, did I? Oh, don't tell me it broke, because I need that. Ah, that's right. I loaded afterwards. I had to reload that. But anyway, as I was saying, that metal grated area I showed you before is this area right here. And now, moving forwards, I'm coming up on the prison area now.
I have never heard such carrying on as this thief's pawn, Cutty.
One would think these scum had never faced tribulation in their lives.
For a time I thought Block 4 might never sleep again for his coughs. But he quiets now.
Good. Death or durance 'twill be the same for him in the end.
Now, this area is going to be difficult because that guy stays right there looking out here the entire time.
They are legion.
I'm going to take that key, then knock him out, and I could leave his body down here, but just in case, I have some difficulties with this guard. I mean, there's no loot in that room. I could leave him, but I prefer to have a completely clear pathway. And it looks like I'm just about out of time for this episode. So, thank you so much for watching, and I'll do a hard save here. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you in the next part. Goodbye.